Hey guys, it's Jen here, and for this video I don't think I would ever wanted to make, but for some reason why today I just remembered this and was like, hey, why not make this into a video, and those young girls that was like me can learn something from it. This story, my experience with it wasn't too big kind of thing. It wasn't really a big scam, but I just want to make sure that a lot of young girls or naive people will know these things will happen and try to avoid it and learn from my story. And just letting you know that a lot of this happened was really mostly my fault, because I was, too naive, and obviously curiosity kills the cat kind of thing. And so yeah, so there's this company that I don't remember how I literally crossed paths with, but it was on Instagram, and I think if I remember right, it was probably I posted a photo and they probably commented on one of my posts or something like that, because I know that there's a lot of small brands try to comment on people's Instagram asking them if they wanted to be an ambassador for their brand. And so this was 2 years ago, and so I was a teenager, and I didn't know jack shit, I just thought oh yeah, ambassador. As a young girl, I always kind of interested in doing these kind of things, such as ambassador, sponsoring kind of stuff, which I never had experience with. So for a company coming to me and asked for it. So there has been other companies also that has messaged me or commented on my post asking if I was interested to become an ambassador for their company. But the thing is, with other companies, they had a decent following, but it was small. But when I look into their website, it's not that professional, so I thought it was dodgy, so I avoided that. So with Breezy Swimwear, it looked more professional, which that was an initial thing that made me feel oh, it's a trustworthy website. At the time, I didn't know if how this ambassador thing works, and I always thought that oh, why not just have a try, sign up for it and see how it goes. In my entire life, it's never a type of influencer, influencer type of person. I've always just been more I do me, you do you kind of person. So I never really expected anything from the company. But so the sign up process, including you giving them your Instagram tag so they can check on you to see if you are legible to be a ambassador for the brand. I'm a very curious type of person, so these type of stuff where I get to experience new stuff really excites me. So I was like, hey, I know I have a small following, but what if I just want to see. And so I signed up and stuff, and I got an email from them saying that I got in, which now that I'm thinking about, it's that's a big red flag. Why would you accept someone as an ambassador when they have only what, 300 followings, 300 and something followings? It's a bit suspicious, because a lot of brands would not do that, and that was a first flag. But at the time, I didn't really think much of it. I was just oh yeah, cool kind of thing. Maybe it's just they don't mind. And so with this ambassador thing, they don't give you free clothing. You actually have to purchase the clothing, but you do get a 30% discount on your order. No one likes to spend money, but I was curious. I looked at the website and tried to choose some clothes that I like personally. And in the email, it basically says that once you make your first purchase, you should have a code to be sent to you, where if anyone uses that code, they will get a discount, and you get I guess a commission from it. Luckily for me, I didn't want to really spend so much on it, and they didn't really specify how much money you have to spend or what kind of clothing you have to buy before to be eligible or anything. They just basically said you need to make a purchase, and this is your 30% off, and then afterwards you get your code. So I was like, hey, I'm very curious about this, why not try? So I went on the website and I decided to buy something very simple. I don't even remember how much I spent, but it was just, I bought one item only, and it was literally, it's a crop top kind of thing, and it was super overpriced. I think it was what, the crop top alone was $40 or something in AUD, which is ridiculous. And guess what, I never received that code. Sometimes it's a glitch in the system, and sometimes because of the glitch, maybe the code didn't send. So I decided to see if I could get the code by contacting the company. I basically messaged them on Instagram saying, hello, I applied for ambassador and I purchased an item. However, it still says I need to purchase. Please help. Thanks. And then so I sent them a couple of screenshots letting them know that like I have purchased, but somehow it still says that I still have to purchase, which is so weird. I gave them a screenshot of basically my PayPal receipt and stuff. So they replied saying, "Hi love, please disregard these messages." And I was like, so is everything all good? And they replied, "Yes, you're officially an ambassador." So I waited a couple of days just because, you know, they gave me a confirmation that I was an ambassador for their brand. But I was still waiting on the code that they promised me of. And I waited 2 days and there was still nothing. I didn't receive any code. I didn't receive even any like email from them. And I basically chucked them another message saying, "Hello, I am just wondering when will I get my personal code?" And they saw it and never replied. This was like a very like a minor kind of like a little scam that happened. But I know that this happens pretty frequently, to be honest, with like girls. And I understand fully that this happened because I was very like naive and, you know, curiosity kills the cat kind of thing. And there was like numerous kind of like red flags that I should have been more aware of. Like I said, it's not a big thing. Like, I didn't get scammed like hundreds of millions or thousands of dollars from me, but I just hope that like, you know, some girls can, I guess, get some from this video and this experience from mine, just because it's like sometimes when you're young, you're kind of naive, you kind of get, you know, wanted to do certain things, have some goals in life, and sometimes some companies just take advantage of you. So then from now on, I literally have no interest in becoming an ambassador anymore. But I don't know, in conclusion, I just hope that you guys do learn from my experience and sometimes, you know, don't be too curious. And I guess be much more aware if they feel like there's something like a bit off, you know, just there is probably something a bit off about it. Anyway, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time then. Bye bye.